Tonight, that's when the window of opportunity is going to be higher for that freezing rain to begin later on tonight, and then overnight and into tomorrow morning. That's when things are going to be the slickest here. Now, what we're watching, cold air coming in from the north and east is going to clash with the rain that's going to be pushing in from the south and also to the west. But temperatures right now are still in the 40s here in town. We don't have any rain yet. We are mainly just cloudy out there right now. But what we're going to be watching first is the changeover to start taking place in northeast Georgia, where that colder air is going to be in place. It is already freezing right now up in Clayton, and that's the beginning of that wedge, that colder air that's going to start pushing in from the north and east. So that's going to start sliding our way, while at the same time, we're watching this moisture to the west that's going to be pushing in and colliding with that wedge, that shallow layer of cold air at the surface. And what it's going to be rain coming down, but you'll look at it and think, oh, it's just raining. But when the temperatures are at 32 or lower and the surfaces are at freezing, it's going to start glazing up on trees first in the higher parts of the trees. And then you'll notice the glazing coming down lower and lower as those temperatures continue to fall. And then exposed surfaces outside will start glazing over. And then eventually the ground will start piling up with ice and some of the roads out there too. It's just the timing now of the cold air pushing in and then this moisture arriving. And so as we were talking about, we really want you to be where you're going to be and where you're going to be hunkering down by sunrise or by sunset tonight. Now, it may not be happening exactly at sunset, but that's just a safest bet for you to get into where you're going to be there, as we have this ice storm warning that is in effect that covers all of North Georgia, Metro Atlanta, and just a little bit south of I-20 as well. And Danielle, you know, even though this ice storm warning covers all these numerous counties, it's not going to be the same thing in every county. It's going to be much worse in northeast Georgia, and then moderate impacts here in Metro Atlanta and a little more minor impacts to the south of us.
Exactly, Chris. That is something else that we're watching, are the other impacts that could be on our radar. It's definitely going to be some ice, and we know that. But right now, even, we are seeing those winds being very, very gusty. And even over the next few days, we're going to see those wind chills really play a big part in what it feels like outside. So that's another component of this storm. So if we take a look at our current wind gusts, in Canton, there is a 24-mile-an-hour wind gust. That's pretty gusty out there. We've been seeing this off and on. As we take a look at our forecasted wind gusts over the next few hours, this is overnight tonight and Sunday morning. You can see a 29-mile-an-hour wind gust in the North Georgia mountains, around 36-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is just overnight, and it continues, these high winds, as that entire system pushes off to our east. So you need to be prepared for that as well. That is another threat that we are looking at with this storm system. So it is also going to be very cold, and those winds are going to make it feel very cold. Also, that's going to play a big part in our road temperatures. Right now, currently, they are all above freezing. However, as the temperature drops, the roads cool off, those winds start to blow, that's when we're really going to see those accumulations really get worse, because that ice is really going to fall. And then, Chris, low temperatures on Monday, when people wake up, it's going to be into the 20s. And because of that, the wind chills involved, there is a cold weather advisory for us as well. So this is just kind of the storm that keeps on going. That cold weather is going to be that second component that we're going to be watching for as we wrap up the freezing rain and prepare for the blast of cold air to be coming in behind it.
And it just wants to keep pounding us. Not only is ice worse, but then you add wind to that, and then you add more cold air to that, and it's just going to want to stick around here for a while. Now, this is the warm air that's in place over us right now, with temperatures that are at about 40 degrees or higher. And then through the nighttime hours, we're going to see this with us for a little bit. And then tonight, look at that cold air. That's the wedge coming back down into our area. It's going to be covering us up with those below freezing temperatures late tonight, overnight, and into early tomorrow morning as the moisture moves in, up and over that. Then the big question is going to be tomorrow, how much can that wedge erode and allow some warmer air to come in to get us above freezing for multiple hours tomorrow? Hopefully that we don't think it would get rid of all of the ice, but it would help to curtail the growth or the thickening of the ice out there if we can get back up to the upper 30s and lower 40s for multiple hours. But then that's not going to last long either, because overnight and going in Sunday and into Monday, there's that second blast of cold air. So whatever is still on the ground Sunday night is going to be freezing again going into Monday morning.